God.
Right on, right. And let's
Shout out to OG Do It.
shout out to Do It, man. Shouts out. Now let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. First of all, what just made you just say you wanted to get into this music business?
I was forced into it.
Okay.
To be honest, it's like I used to have a lounge was called the Seville back in about '88, and that's around a little bit after the time Jay had came over. Like, man, we're gonna do a record label, but I was so deep in the streets I couldn't see the vision, but I was gonna get behind the vision regardless. That's how we roll. So I was forced into it by proxy because it was another group called Too Much Trouble used to always be in my spot rehearsing, just come set up. So I was like, man, these little dudes in my way. So I took them to Jay.
Okay.
So that's how that all evolved. Cause at first I really didn't see the vision because I was doing too much other stuff. But that's how I was roped in. Once things got so big, it was like he was like, hey man, you got an office up here. You got to start coming to your office. So you know, that's how that all came about. I just started going into my office, and you know, people who knew the business, he was like, man, y'all teach him everything y'all know.
Right.
So I just became a sponge. I just started soaking up all the music game. But my whole thing was I liked it the street team because that's where I was from.
Right.
So I ended up being the national street team director over there. So I just kind of chose 26 of the hottest markets and just attacked those markets with nothing but our music. So it was like back then we didn't even care about radio.
Right.
We was just attacking the street. So
And what was your strategy when you got this hot music? It's cities that you targeted. What was your strategy during that time?
It was dudes like y'all. What I used to do, I used to find dudes that was like me, that was from the streets, that had crews.
Right.
So I attacked them and trained them and teach them what I know about the street team, like for club promotions, radio, retail. But I kind of mostly tackled clubs, college radio, record shops, liquor stores, car washes, anything where the street was at. So that was my strategy. I used to try to break records from the streets first. If you riding around, you hear this music being played in the car, it ain't played on the radio, that's gonna make the radio station. If we had that's when Box used to have, 97.9 Box used to have this van out there, Mean Green used to be in it.
Right.
And you hearing our music, but it's not being played on the radio, so then you go in the club, you hear it being played in the club. So now these mobile DJ like, man, why we don't ask me why we ain't got the record? I say, man, y'all probably had this record 4 months ago. Go back, dig through their stuff, there go the record. Now they playing late. They playing the record late, but all the time the records, that's just how we broke records from the street. So, that was my favorite thing.
OG, take